The BumbleKast is for entertainment purposes only. The host's comments and opinions, and those of their guests, are wholly their own and do not represent that of any other entity. Content is provided as is, with no guarantees of accuracy or timeliness.
It's a BumbleKast Mini, sponsored by DY4V.
This one's all about some Mega Man stuff. First question. In Mega Man 7, Junkman's upper half of his head has a screw on each side, just like Otto, except with stripes down the front. Since Junkman is made out of scrapped robots Wily tampered with, was there an Otto before Otto? Or was Wily going to market Junkman as Otto's budget-friendly replacement?
I don't know if it's ever established if Otto is like a unique model or if there's a standard line of Ottos. I mean, I could see Light making one Otto and then making a mass-produced one for the public. Maybe that's where the pieces come, or maybe it's a ubiquitous part. I don't know.
That's very interesting. I didn't realize that, but that would make some sense. Fascinating. I like Junkman. He's a bunch of junk, man. Ian, in Mega Man Archie, you said that Gemini Man was an experimental mining robot. That means the Gemini laser was made for mining purposes. The Gemini laser bounces off surfaces. In Mega Man X2, Crystal Snail Sage, Energen Crystal Mine features robots called reflexers that shoot lasers that bounce off of surfaces very similar to the Gemini laser. Are they related, or am I thinking too hard about robots shooting lasers?
I mean, that's a connection I would make.
Eventually, if you realized it.
Yeah, like, it's not my creation. That function was from the Japanese source material. And, you know, the fact that you have a mine with lasers in it, maybe they're just reusing a concept. Maybe it was meant to show the technology survived and was adapted over the years. I don't know.
The lasers don't seem very effective for mining if they're just bouncing off the surface, though.
Well, maybe they're used for different surfaces. Like, they already mined away the mineable stuff, and what you got left is the stuff that needs different mining.
Maybe. It's like Minecraft. It's bedrock. I don't know. We know Aelia was a Reploid engineer before she was a navigator. What kind of backgrounds did Pallet, Layer, Lifesaver, Douglas, and Cygnus have?
I don't think that's been established anywhere, at least not that I could easily find.
Yeah, I don't think so, unfortunately.
Lifesaver specifically seems to be a mass-produced Reploid.
Actually, sorry.
Uh-oh. Here comes the expert.
It wasn't exactly, but they were surprised, like if it was the designers or the writers or someone, they were surprised that multiple sprites showed up in the game.
That sounds familiar. Don't know if that picked up at all.
Yes, it did.
Okay. Leah Baker, everybody.
Yay.
And yes, I remember that story now that she says that. But what has been established in the canon of the games is there's multiple lifesavers. And they usually come in a pack of like 20. I personally kind of prefer the green ones, but anyway. The one who seems to be very wary of Zero obviously has his own distinct personality, and you could riff on that, sure, but I don't think there's been anything like established. Now, what I found on a quick search with Cygnus is that he took over the Hunters after the debacle with Repliforce, which suggests that there was a commander before him and that he was commanding something, because his processor seems to be built specifically for tactical thought. But he wasn't with Repliforce, presumably, and he wasn't with the Hunters, so he was commanding something somewhere. And then changed jobs because he thought it was a good idea. That could be fun to explore, but I don't think any of them have had significant backstory relayed at all.
I guess Cygnus wouldn't have been commander until later, huh?
Yeah.
I don't remember them establishing that. Like, I thought he was always the commander, but I guess not.
No, because Sigma was commander at first.
Well, yeah.
And then that all went to hell. And then...
Yeah. But then after that...
And apparently somebody took over in between X1 and X4, but I don't think that's been defined.
They thought it was Dr. Kane at one point, and then they were like, actually, he died.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Sure would be fun to just grab the plot spackle and go to work.
Uh-huh.
Capcom, call me.
That would be nice. Gate and Alia were Reploid engineers, but Shining Firefly, Split Mushroom, Gravity Antonian, Isak, I'm pretty sure Earthrock Trilobite said he was one, and Mystery Scientists from X6 are also scientists. How do their backgrounds vary?
I don't know. I don't think it's been... Well, I'd have to go back and look, but I don't think it was ever really specified what their disciplines were. I think most of it was just kind of scientist.
Yeah, they didn't really go into depth on that.
At least not that I immediately remember. Although I want to say I remember Gravity Antonian was doing like research on gravitational properties.
That would kind of make sense. That would fall in line with his name. It's
like
a little
some
on
of
the
them
nose,
developed,
but you know.
where some of them developed specifically for this type of research and thus they had and built in passion for it, or where they just happened to be like this and they were researching something wholly unrelated and then became weaponized later. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe Earthrock Trilobite was a researcher for like, artifacts, or I don't know, digging up crap, stuff like that. I don't know.
You, Split Mushroom, what is your discipline? Anthropology. Sure. Cool. Good for you.
Sure. Maybe
why that in particular? Because I'm a fun guy. All right.
Well, and mystery scientist, well, I mean, it's right there in the name. He researches mysteries. I mean, what more do you want? It says it right there.
Specifically in theater number 3000.
Exactly. Web Spider, Spark Mandrill, Flame Stag, and the brothers Boomer Quanger and Gravity Beetle all worked with X and Zero. What was their relationship like?
Before they went Maverick, I would imagine it was good. I mean,
yeah.
The hunters, from what I remember, were largely a volunteer force. Sigma was designed for it specifically, but I think everybody else kind of came in because they wanted to protect humanity and do good.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever their initial motivations were, they were corrupted or lost when they were infected.
I'm guessing
I would have loved to explore that had we gotten the chance, just so that when you actually get to the part where they are the bosses, it hurts more, because it's not just, Wily stole some robot and reprogrammed it. These are people. These are people that have been corrupted by a disease and they're not quite right in their head anymore, but they're still who they are. And it's wonderfully poignant and tragic. Capcom, call me.
I'm sure they dismiss a lot of things Boomer Quanger says. Just say, okay, Boomer. They do that the whole time.
Yeah, well, just remember, what goes around comes around.
Yeah, it's fine. Boomer's not an age, it's a state of mind. In Mega Man X8, it's stated by Lumine that all new generation Reploids have copy chips that allow them to shapeshift. Do the Zero-era Reploids have this ability? I'm kind of proud of myself that I pronounced Lumine correctly for the Mega Man character instead of the other Lumine.
Kind of throws things into a different context, don't it?
It really does.
I don't think so. I don't remember it being referenced in the Zero series. And I seem to remember there was a Reploid in particular who fell in love with a human and had himself physically modified to age alongside her. And if you could shapeshift like the new generation Reploids, why would you need external modification for that? Unless, of course, he was an old generation Reploid that had endured to that part. I don't know. But if it were a common ability, I would have thought it would come up more. But this is also assuming they wanted a tight bridge between the games. Maybe they didn't want to do that. Maybe most of the new generation robots are taken out when you storm the castle on the moon, which is a terrifying thought.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the technology was lost during the Elf Wars. Maybe it was too demanding on systems and couldn't be maintained. Technology gets lost by the wayside all the time. So I don't know.
All right. How would X4 have played out if X had Iris and Zero had Double?
Zero cradling Double in his arms. What am I fighting for?
Are you don't make fun of Double like that. Double's cool.
Iris transforms to a horrible boss version. That's really hard to fight.
Yeah.
Seriously though, Zero would just take double out the minute the mask comes off. No regrets. Just that's it.
Yeah.
X, I would like to think he would be able to reach Iris and talk her down, de-escalate. Maybe.
X would definitely at least try more than Zero, probably. I don't know though. Shantae X Mega Man Battle Network. What happens? And when Lan brings her to school, does Miss Mari call the Viz Media censorship police?
We'll just assume that Shantae has a Battle Network design that is safe and age appropriate for everyone who isn't a prude.
True.
My question is, does she act as a net navi, or can she like jump between system
Well,
and
if
real?
Lan is bringing her to school, this seems to be casting her as a net navi, I would say.
Okay. She's a magical being. Maybe she can do both. Let her live a little. Let her hair down.
See what you did there.
And yeah, thank you. And I guess he's handing her the various weapon and upgrade chips, going, I don't know if these are compatible. And she just starts to munch on them. Well, they need salt, but they're fine. And it's like, I don't think that's how it works. And she gets all the powers. Like that hair is doing some crazy stuff. Like back row tendril attacks that hit the enemy back row, full screen clears, helicopter twirls. He's just looking at his little interface going, huh.
Well, there you go.
Just imagine you're navigating the network and then she does the transformation dance into like one of the enemy units so she can get by and they don't aggro.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And like she can literally turn into boss encounters for fights.
Yeah.
That'd be neat.
That would be cool.
I would try to play it. Fail horribly, but I would try.
Yeah, same. Shovel Knight X Shantae shipping question. Shantae goes on a date with Lamplord while Risky Boots goes on a date with Tinker Knight. How does it go? It sounds like it would go terribly for both of them.
Yeah. I mean, Lamplord's going to try to con Shantae out of any kind of magical ability or boon or what have you. And she'll try to be nice up until the point where she realizes that no, he really is kind of a jerk, and then just be done with it.
Yeah.
Risky's going to rob Tinker Knight blind. No pretense. He's going to be going, oh, goodness, I wasn't expecting you to actually swipe right. I don't know. Where'd you go? And like his workshop is empty. And she has now got like the craziest steampunk battle boat out there.
Well, yeah, that would be, I mean, good for her, to be honest. And our last question, it's a Drogoon question. Fortune's Lap in Super Metroid. How does it go?
Well, it does have a stabilized drilling component for accessing subterranean areas, so she could probably bypass some of the gates and nonsense. So that would be neat.
Are you just saying that? Are you saying that Samus has the Fortune's Lap, the ship, or
yes?
They
asked Fortune's Lap, the ship,
okay,
in Super Metroid.
Okay, I was thinking like, that comes with a crew, but
they didn't say crew. They said Fortune's Lap. That's the ship.
Okay, all right.
And it's hard to gauge. Well, okay, so we see Samus kind of go into the gunship, and it seems like it's pretty much just a cockpit and engines. It is a very compact vehicle.
Yeah, generally. It's like it got enough room for her for the most part, and then, yeah, that's about it.
Maybe the critters she rescues. Fortune's Lab is a full-on ship. It's a hauler. It has cargo space. It has bunks. It has probably not nearly as cool an engine, but it works, darn it.
Yes.
So she's gonna be living it up. She's gonna have tons of space. And Foreign can get around without ducking his head too much, so she should be fine too, in and out of the suit.
Well, that's convenient.
She'd have lots of places to lock bounties away, even.
Ooh.
Like if she just modifies any of the bunks into brigs.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming she just has some kind of like chill out and sleep mode in the suit, so she doesn't even need a bunk for herself. She'd be riding in style. Fortune doesn't really have a lot of, in terms of weaponry, though, and well, I don't know what the gunship can do. It has more than the Fortune does, so that's something to consider.
Yeah, she can retrofit some.
Fortune's not going to be
Weapons
nearly
onto
as
it.
fast or cool looking either. Like it vaguely looks draconian, and hers looks like her helmet. So I don't know. Depends on what she prefers. Form over function.
Yes. And who are we to judge Samus? I certainly won't.
Oh, absolutely not.
No.
Well, thank you to DY4. Thank you to DY4V for sponsoring this BumbleKast Mini. If you want one of your own, head over to patreon.com/BumbleKast, Ko-fi.com/BumbleKast, or become a YouTube member. Be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and we will see you next time on the BumbleKast.
Catch you later.